Okay, good evening, everyone. Okay, today I'm going to talk about the grammar for the preparation for the midterm exam. And instead of explaining the modules, I think it's best if we begin by asking what the problems that you're encountering so far from the first meeting until the sixth meeting. Yeah. And before this, Dea has asked me about something about models, yeah, advice and suggestion. So I think we'll start with that. And okay, I'm going to share the screen now. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about advice first. So in the models of advice, there are three actually. Only should, ought, and had better. Yeah, advice. Advice is saran ya, not saran actually. What could be a more appropriate translation for advice? Okay, let's learn how to give advice. So English speakers use the modal verbs should, ought to, and had better to express that they think something is good or bad idea. Yeah. Should is the most common way to give advice. First is should, ought to, had better. Okay. The subject and then the modals, then the base form of the verb. In this section, there are two which can be contracted. Yeah, shouldn't and had better. Yeah, had better. You can contract it like this. Yeah, but ought to you cannot contract ought to. There's no contraction for ought to. Okay, this is the form of yes no questions. Should, okay, and then the subject and then the base form. Auto does not have the question form. Yeah, the yes no question for auto is non-existent. Okay, pay attention to that. WH question and then WH word, well, like how, when, where, and should, and then subject, and then base form of the verb, and then it. This is the example of the the example of the sentences, the affirmative. I failed my test. Then you give advice. Really? You should study harder. Subject, modals, and base form of the verb. So it's not verb 2 or verb 3 or verb ing, not even with s. Yeah, even though this is even if it is a simple present tense. Okay, young children should not watch violent TV shows. Should, yeah, this is the subject here, and then modals, and then base form of the verb. Yeah. Question, I have a problem. Should I call? This is the modal first, and then the subject, and then the base form of the verb. It's really simple actually. And then subject plus modal plus basic verb. You should study harder, and you should to study harder is wrong because there's two. You don't need to put two. Okay. You had better slowing down. You had better slow down. She ought to drink more water. Double two. Okay. So really, it's just subject, modal, basic verb. Subject, modal, basic verb. That's it. Okay, and then when it is the question, modal, subject, basic verb. That's it. It's really simple actually. Okay. When you're using modals like should and ought to say something that is advisable, which is a good idea. Yeah. We often soften advice with maybe, perhaps, or I think. Yeah, Derek should answer that email. You ought to read the FAQ. We shouldn't post long messages. Yeah. We cannot use we ought not to. Okay. In ought to, there's no negative form. Yeah. We ought to. I don't think there's a negative of ought to. Yeah. Oh yeah, see, we do not usually use the negative of ought to in American English. We use shouldn't instead. Okay, and then the second one, use had better for stronger advice. When you believe that something bad will happen if the person does not follow the advice. Kids, you'd better get offline now or you won't have time for your homework. Okay. The full form of had better is very formal. We usually use the contraction. You'd better choose a screen name. Not common is you had better choose a screen name. Okay. The negative of had better is had better not. You had better not use your real name. If you use your real name, there's something bad that will happen to you. Okay, that's why you use had better not, because if the advice is not followed, okay, usually bad things will happen. That is when you use had better. Okay, be careful. Had better always refers to the present or the future, never to the past. Yeah, even though it uses the word had. Okay, you'd better not call them now. They are probably sleeping, and then you'd better post that tomorrow or it will be late. Use should for questions. We do not usually ought to or had better for questions. See, so when you are in the advice, when you are asking for advice, you cannot use ought to or had better. Okay, use should. Should I join this chat room? When should I sign in or sign on? The models of suggestion. Okay, I think this is only the examples. Yeah, shouldn't we have a pizza instead? You could talk to your parents and ask them. You might consider taking up meditation, and shall we throw a party sometime next week? Oh yeah, should, could, might, and shall. This is the suggestion. If the previous one is advice. Now this is a suggestion. Okay. Might is often used with want or like to add politeness. I thought you might want or you might like to read this. May or might as well is often used in everyday conversation to suggest something when you can't think of anything better to do. Oh, I might as well sleep, for example, yeah. You had nothing better to do, then if I have nothing better to do, then I might as well sleep. Yeah. And then we may as well call it off to cancel, ya. Call it off itu cancel maksudnya. You might just as well order it on the internet if you don't know how to where you can get what you want. Like for example, you're looking for, like ranch key or something like that. Suggestion. Let's good. Why don't? Why not? How about? Let's not, and then base form of the verb. Let's not. Let's or let's not. Let's take the very or let's not take the very. Could. This is let's. This is could. Subject, and then could, and then base form of the verb. Could is a modal. Modals have only one form. They do not have s in the third person singular. Okay. So on every subject, if it is met with modals, the base form will always stay the base form. I mean the verbs always stays base form. Yeah. Why don't? Why don't I? Yeah, this is the difference between could and why don't. If in could is you only take the base form of the verb after could, then in why don't you have to follow the subject. If the subject is I, we, they, you, then you use why don't. Okay, because I don't, we don't, you don't, they don't. Okay, when it is the third person singular, then he, she, it, you use why doesn't. Okay, after that it's followed by base form of the verb. Okay, why not? Why not take the very? Okay, and then how about staying in a castle? How about a castle? So this is the explanation. Use let's, could, why don't, why not, and how about to make suggestions. We often use maybe in suggestions with could. Let's take a trip this summer. That suggests that to suggest making a trip when it is summer. And then we could go to Costa Rica. We could go to Costa Rica. Why don't we ask Luke to go too? And then this is when using maybe. Maybe we could stay near the volcano. Okay. Let's always include the speaker. It means here's a suggestion for you and me. Let us. Okay. Let's go to Miami. We need a vacation. So both of them need a vacation. Let's not stay at a hostel. The speaker suggests that, for example, I am suggesting that I and the other person, we don't have to stay at a hostel. Okay. The different forms to use with this expression. Okay, base form of the verb. Let's take the very. We could take the very. Why don't we take the very? Why not take the very? And then gerund or noun. How about taking the very? How about the very? Okay. The punctuation. Okay, let's go to a concert. maybe we could go to a concert. This is a statement, okay? And then questions, it is started with WH questions. Therefore, you need a question mark. Okay, to agree with a suggestion. Let's take a what? Let's take a walk. Good idea. Great. I'd like that. Okay, sure. To disagree, we often give an explanation and make another suggestion. Why don't we go to the park? We go there a lot. How about the river? So this is the other suggestion. Do you have any other questions? Do you have any question?
No, sir. No.
Okay. Wait. In the midterm exam, there are five questions about the models. Yeah. There are ability, advice, permission, request, and suggestion. And the other questions are, wait. Oh, wait, no, it's not 5. It's 10. Sorry about that. And the other questions are phrasal verb. And then after phrasal verb, there are, simple present, and then present continuous, and simple past. And past continuous. Oh yeah, and past continuous, of course. So, where is Dea? She's the one who wants me to explain the advice of the models of advice and suggestions. I don't know if this cleared things up or not. Is this clear?
Oh, putus-putus, halo.
Bad connection? Okay, how about the others? Do you have any questions regarding the meetings so far? You can ask many things, yeah? You can ask anything. Why is everyone so quiet?
I haven't read the model at all, but maybe later if when I read the model, if I have questions, can I send you a message about the questions personally?
I don't mind, sure.
Yep.
Okay, then how about the simple present and present continuous? Do you think you've already understood most of the materials? Okay, where is everyone? I think we need to discuss more. This is only one-sided. One-sided. discussion. Oh yeah, indefinite past. Okay, indefinite past, I think I can explain it to you now. Basically, indefinite past means actually indefinite past is also simple past, yeah. But the simple past, it is not clear when it happened. Okay, the difference between indefinite past and definite past is that when you are using definite past, the time is clear, like yesterday or 2 weeks ago or like last year. This is definite. But if it is, indefinite, let me see. Like for example, indefinite past, I've just gotten back. That is in simple present perfect, yeah. But this is in the present perfect, yeah, in present perfect material in meeting 6. So actually the indefinite past is in present perfect. So we use just lately or recently to emphasize something happened in the very recent, although it is still indefinite past. For example, I've just gotten back from China. So it's not clear the time when it happened. It could be in, an hour ago or yesterday or even a week ago. Yeah. Okay. Can you still follow up with my explanation? Are you still following?
Yes, sir.
What about the others? Do you have any questions about the grammar materials, like from the modules? Come on. I'm sure that you have many questions, but uh, I don't know you know if you're shy or something.
Sir, is this meeting about the grammar, only the grammar, or?
Oh yeah, the reading and writing later, yeah, after this.
No.
Come on, what about the others? Okay, one last share screen. Okay, this is the indefinite past. Okay, the indefinite past it's basically, as you can see, we use the present perfect with just lately and recently to emphasize that something happened in the very recent, but still indefinite past. Okay, this is just goes before the past participle, and then lately goes at the end of the sentence, and recently can go before the past participle or at the end of the sentence. I've just gotten back from China. This is in the past, indefinite past, and as you can see, it's not clear when. Yeah. Okay. Another example of indefinite past is if it is purely indefinite past, it will be something like this. As you can see now, this is still in the past tense, but you cannot know about when it happened. Yeah, there's no time. There's no explanation of the time here. It is only in the past tense form, but you don't know the exact time. Yeah, the war ended means it is in the past, but you don't know when. Yeah, you can add the time expression to make it into a definite past. This is the time expression to make it into a definite past. Okay. Okay. Since there are no more questions, I think I assume that the grammar, the material of the grammar is already, you've already mastered the grammar now. Huh? No more questions?
I have a question
Go ahead.
about indefinite past.
Yes.
I mean, is indefinite past always use present perfect or use simple or simple past or similar?
No, actually, it's not only in the present perfect, but it can be in every past tense. Yeah, because basically, if I'm not mistaken, the what is it? Indefinite past is actually a simple past. Yeah, so it can also be used in simple past. The difference, that's why it is named as indefinite past, is because the word indefinite means that it is not clear when. Yeah, that's the simple one. Is the simple explanation is it is not known when it happened. We don't know when. That's it. Can also be used in simple past. Yeah, just like the example before, like for example, the war ended. The war ended, we don't know when, right? And then his father passed away. Yeah, but when? It can be a year ago, or it can be 5 years ago, or it can be 10 years ago. We don't know. We just know that it happened in the past. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to end this meeting. We'll talk again later. Okay.